Greetings.
Hey sister, how you doing? Did you know that you're beautiful, beautiful? Hey sister, there ain't no choosing. Did you know that you're beautiful, beautiful?
Greetings. Salam alaikum, namaste, etasem, bawani, and the list goes on. My name is Kai Quatasha and you are here on the Eyeame channel. So welcome back to our winter wellness series, a series where we learn resources, hacks, tips and tricks to navigate through the colder seasons. Today we are learning about the law of gratitude. For some of us it's actually a revision. When I think about the law of gratitude, or how we can incorporate being grateful into our life, I think about being quick to be thankful, openly expressing our appreciation. So I don't necessarily have a gratitude journey. At the time, I think I was like, 13, 14, 15 when I was learning about certain universal laws. Anyway, when I was showering, I'm gonna actually link the video below, because this sister was singing affirmation after affirmation, and as I was showering, the messages just came through, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't even have no notes written for this video. Anyway, let me share the thought that came to me, or the memory rather, of a time that I was very appreciative of. I was 20, 21 and I had no money. I was over my overdraft. I didn't even know that was a thing. Anyway, humble times, boy. So I was applying for work non-stop, literally 12, 13 hours a day, and I can understand the lesson now, but at that time I had no clue why I had to struggle. Out of the blue, my auntie said that she wanted to come check us. So she came. Keep in mind, they were none the wiser that my brother and I were struggling. They were like, oh, we're hungry. They kept on making reference to we're hungry. And I was thinking in my head like, oh my God, what am I going to feed them? What am I going to feed them? I don't have any food. I went into the kitchen, saw that there was 11 tins. I said, boom, I'm going to make my brat pocket soup. Little chickpea, little butter beans, little scotch bonnet, coconut milk, coconut cream, whatever it was, dashed it in the pot. Put two prayers on it, and my family were even complimenting me on the food. I said, hey, if you lot knew what was really going on in this kitchen. Anyway, they were on their way to leave. I thought I had accomplished it, I'd done it. They were none the wiser. My auntie said, let me wash the dishes. As she finished washing them, she was saying, oh, let me look in this fridge. I said, auntie, please, if there's anything I've ever asked you in this life, I beg you, do not open that fridge. She opened it nonetheless, and her drawer dropped. She was so shocked to see that there was nothing, like maybe one dry scallion, that's what was in that fridge. And alhamdulillah, she gave us one mighty piece of shopping. And I'm saying all of that to say this: I felt complete and utter gratitude. In those days, in those weeks of financial struggle, I felt lost, I felt confused. I did not understand why I was going through what I was going through. I wasn't a bad person. I wasn't financially stupid. I didn't spend my money ridiculously. I didn't understand why it was taking me such a long time to move from one job to another. Nonetheless, in that moment, I felt pure, blissful, utter, complete gratitude for their offering to me. In times when you feel lost, when it's cold, when it's damp, when it's raining outside, when you don't feel like you have the mental capacity to do it, just try. I'm not saying it's going to work all the time, but try to be grateful. So there's a few things that I was going to say four. There's a few things that I want to share with you that works with me. Number one, look in the mirror, smile and submit. So you offer yourself up to yourself. You look in the mirror when you're going through a down and you want to express the law of gratitude. Just start smiling at yourself. Just start smiling. And at first, yes, it's artificial. It's not genuine. It's not sincere. But when you submit, that's where the second part is now. When you submit and you don't fight and control your thoughts, what can happen is that your brain identifies that you're smiling, and so it starts to recall and push positive thoughts, positive memories that are in correlation with the smile, and then obviously that will help to readjust your complete energy. That really works for me. And next thing is to pray. If you're not a believer, affirm. Prayer or affirmation. So I am not Christian, but I still use 23rd Psalms, and a part of it says, as I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil, for thou art with me. Now thou could be God, it could be your ancestors, it could be I don't know, whoever it is that you want to assist you during that time, let it be that. And another thing that's coming to me, there's two things actually. God don't bring us to what he won't bring us through. Again, a very Christian quote. But when you realize that you have all the components within you to get through it, oh my God, it's not easy at the time. That's another thing that just came to me. What is it? The experience might be bitter, but the lesson is sweet. When you've gone through hardship, when you've gone through difficulty, the image that's coming to me right now is like an ore of metal, and when you bang it, polish it, it becomes something so spectacular, so beautiful, so phenomenal. But it had to go through the battle, the bruising, the roughness, the harshness. If you can remember in that darkness, in that hole, in that struggle, that a lesson is at the end of this, that you can be grateful, that you can appreciate that lesson, hopefully it makes the winter a lot easier to transition through. So another way that we can harness our gratitude is by detoxing. That can be going through your phone and detoxing people that no longer serve you. That could be detoxing your diet, looking at what it is that you consume food-wise, social media-wise. That could be detoxing your room. You see, when you detox your room, like we do a spring clean, or when you like just proper do a spritz out and you relinquish clothes and makeup and things that you no longer need. Detoxing harnesses gratitude, because everything that you don't want, you get rid of. But what stays is important. What stays is worthy of your appreciation. It kind of gives you like a whole new scope of things, that these things are worthy of being grateful for, and they just become that much more special in your life, and you know that they have purpose. I didn't even write this in my notes, I just heard it. The law of gratitude, or expressing gratefulness during a mental health crisis or during a really challenging dark time in your life. Gratitude is the surface level, but what it really is the ability to mutate energy. Even when the environment is dark, your brain, your mind, your being can still emit an energy that you choose to decide. It's the ability to say that I govern how I feel about this situation. And finally, practice. Being grateful for things that we're not accustomed to being grateful for. It's not going to be 1-2 little switch in your head. It's not a binary code. This is going to take time, and so I encourage you to practice every single day. We can start now. You got some time, girl? Come on, let's go. Okay, so boom. The first thing that we can be grateful for is that we have internet. Ashe, amen, amen. We have access to things we have access to resources that many people in this world do not. Okay, did you eat today? Be grateful. Are you breathing today? Be grateful. Can you shake your bum today? Be grateful. Be grateful. Expressing gratitude for the things that are around us is the foundation level, but now let's try to apply this when times are rough. So let's think of an example. I don't like my body. Okay, as opposed to saying I don't like my body, I hate this part about my body, I hate that my bum's flat, I hate that I've got flabby arms, instead we can say I am grateful that I have an opportunity to make my body A1. I am grateful that I have access to a gym, or I have access to YouTube videos where I can work on my body every single day. I am grateful that I can change this, that this is something in my power that I can control and I can make better for myself, that will be more in alignment with what it is that I want. So that's an example of how we can apply gratitude in the winter seasons, and actually overall throughout the year, 365 days, just to adjust our mindset and make things more easier. Okay, so please comment, share, like, subscribe, and also tell me how have you thought about using the law of gratitude? Are you thankful for the things in your life? If not, how can you accumulate things in your life that you are grateful for? And I'm so happy I just remembered it. We are like sticky treacle magnets, and when we apply the law of gratitude, that allows for positive things to stick to us, for things that we are appreciative of, for the things that we are grateful for the things that we are thankful for. It manifests and brings more of those things into our life. Yes, okay, I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna go now. I have one more video to record, so bless up, take care, be grateful even when life does not seem like there's anything to appreciate. And Eyeame in everything.